All right, everybody, how's it going? My name is Bob. I'm a comic book artist. My channel is under the name Ghost Girl Bob because Ghost Girl is a comic that I will be currently working on, that I plan on doing a Kickstarter once it's complete. In the meantime, I have done work on Libertine with Alton Simpson, Witches of Westchester, again with Alton Simpson. I also did Bunny Goes to Space, but unfortunately, I'm unable to find any copies of those that I have. I may have given them all away. And then I have my own work that I did called Night Terrors. I put it in a mini comic form, and I plan on doing a video about that in the future. I still have a couple copies, as you can see, another stack over to the side there. So I may be giving them away to people who subscribe to my channel and want to learn more about me and what I do. Okay. Right now, today, though, I wanted to talk about how, for a long time, I was only looking at comics from back in the day. You know, older comics. Any of the newer stuff didn't really appeal to me too much. I found it impossible to jump into. If I bought an issue of something, I didn't know what was going on. I was lost, and it didn't seem like anybody was trying to tell me or catch me up on anything. So I just, kind of gave up on that. And then, of course, I came across these. And there's several different types of these. I have one called Weird. This is Shudder. And then there's Vampiris Carmella. And these are horror magazines. And as you can see, they're a little bigger than what you would normally get. And I'm just loving these things. They're all done with this black and white art. And as you can see here, this artist here is Santos Zabalos. And I got to tell you, like, he's one of my favorites. I just love this. He has this, like, Bill Sienkiewicz type of scratchy, thin ink strokes that I really like. $5, you tend to get like 6 or 7 complete short stories in here. Short horror stories. They're a little corny, but I enjoy them. I kind of like them for that fact. There is one, though, that I kind of wanted to point out. And it's right here with the Digger of the Pharaoh's Tomb. If you take a look here, like, this artist is pretty good. I like him. I'm going to try to situate a light here so you can see a little bit better. But I have come to the realization that he is just straight up tracing pretty much every image. And I've seen this with several stories of his. So if you look in here, that's obviously the actor who played Imhotep in The Mummy. And this being a mummy type story, Egyptian characters, this seemed like a good fit for that, for him to take those images. If we come over here, you can see right here that is obviously Ben Kingsley. It's like you're not even trying to hide it. It sticks out like a sore thumb with the Ben Kingsley thing. And then, of course, later on, oh, who is this? Is this Rami Malek? That's what it looks like. It's definitely him. Again, not trying to hide these images at all here. I find that kind of funny. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not against having to trace if you need to. I'm with the Neil Adams idea that you have to do what you have to do to get the job done. Sometimes you're unable to get a pose correct or something like that, and you might need to cheat a little bit in order to do that, in order to hit a deadline. I know, because I've done several comics now, and I've been guilty of it too. But I can honestly say that I've never gone so far as to keep characters looking exactly like the people. I may trace a form or something, but this is dead on. This is kind of like Greg Land here, and I have other issues of this. And also like Vampiris Carmella, because these artists do short stories for like all of those different series. And you can see it clearly. There's one where he, believed he literally traced Danny Glover and Mel Gibson from a Lethal Weapon movie. I found that to be hilarious. So I will find that issue, and I'll do another video about that. But, again, this is like really cool stuff. I love this. 'Cause if we look here, Who do we have here? This is a nice Billy D. Williams right there. So I'm thinking everybody here kind of does the same thing. And again, I'm not complaining. If I can see Billy D in anything, then I'm for it. Yeah, I just obviously feel like this is about Lando Calrissian in what, 1930s U.S. It looks like. All right, I'm not going to go through the stories here. You generally tend to get something to do with a mummy, something to do with a vampire, something to do with an old Western type ghost or something like that. This is Santos Zabalos, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly at all. And he is quickly becoming one of my favorite artists. I love everything he does here. The tone, just the artwork and everything is amazing to me. It's all ink spatter and scratches, and it comes out so beautiful. Can't get enough of looking at that. Yeah, so if you're, looking for something where you're going to get some complete stories, something that you can jump right into without having to think about, or without having to know anything, you could just jump right into these books. And like I said, you're just going to get 6 or 7 different little short stories. And these are coming out monthly. I've got a whole stack on the side here. So yeah, again, I just wanted to do a little video on that because I see people doing videos like this all the time. And most of the time what they're doing are the 90s image books, which I'm very big into. And I've got a bunch that I could go through as well. But I wanted to do something a little different and do something that I personally enjoy, which is the horror magazines. I'm more of a horror comic fan. I do like the superhero stuff as well. I'm a big fan of doing work in black and white, considering that my books have been in black and white. And I don't know, there's just something about it. You just get that clean, nice picture, that high contrast black and white, and it sets a tone for it. You get a lot of ads for a lot of Frank Frazetta stuff in here. You always have a story at the very end to look into. The artist here at the end, he's okay. The artwork here was serviceable. There was some charm to it that I liked. But again, this is obviously a werewolf story, as you can see from looking at the guy. Your werewolf's got to be a hairy dude. And you can see here with the fangs and everything that, So, again, that's what you're getting, is you're getting those classic kind of eerie or creepy type tales in these Shudder magazines. And they're just fun. So you get some great artwork, some very cool writing, some complete stories, something you could just sit back with and not have to worry about. And not knowing anything, you can just jump in and enjoy the comic. So if you like this video, I plan on making a lot more. Please do me a favor and subscribe. I'm also going to be doing some live streams of me drawing my comic, Ghost Girl. I plan to get that first issue done within a month or so, and then maybe do a Kickstarter for anybody who might be interested. So subscribe to my channel. Also in the description, or the description of my channel, you can see a Discord link. Feel free to jump in there and maybe tell me what you might like to see me do a video about. Thanks. See you guys.